Okay, we're back. So I went ahead and used my pen tool and I outlined all the major parts of this witch image. So now we're ready to clean it up using the shape builder tool and then to start coloring it. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go to Object, Unlock All, and I'm going to get the picture out of the way. So I might move that to the side. Um, yeah, I'm just going to stick it over there. Sweet. So here's now my little image. And what I'm going to do is grab my black arrow and grab everything. So just scroll over the whole thing. And what we want to do is just make sure that we don't have any gaps. And we are going to use what's called the shape builder tool. So it should be where the paint bucket is, but it looks like this little symbol. We're going to click on it. And the shape builder tool you can use to basically get rid of unwanted lines, merge areas together, so on and so forth. So I have this finger that's supposed to be grabbing like the tutu, but it's got a line from the tutu going through it. So I'm using the shape builder tool. If I hold down Alt or Option, I see this little minus appear, and I can click and remove a line. So I think also I have up here kind of a part of the hair. I don't know if I can get rid of that one. Might just be the way that is angled. We'll fix that in a minute. But I know on the other side of the hand, same thing. I got to click and just delete that. So this is great because anytime you are creating an object and you for some reason have something overlapping, you can always just use the black arrow, grab everything and click on that shape builder. And you can hold down Option to click and delete certain points or certain lines and areas. Okay, this looks good. Now, my own personal preference, see how there's that sharp little dingy right there? With everything selected, right now it is a square corner. That's what we get at the end of these paths or these strokes. I'm going to go up and click actually on our stroke panel, and I'm going to change the corners to round, round cap, and round corners. In doing that, what it does is it makes everything round and it just looks softer and nicer. It got rid of that weird corner that was happening here. It just makes everything a little cuter to look at. And so I can still, with my black arrow, grab everything and I can still increase the stroke. So if I wanted it to be thicker lines, I could do that. If I wanted it to be thinner lines, I could do that. I can double click on the stroke and I can change it to a new color if I want. That's fine. But the real thing is let's color it. So again, this direct selection arrow or the black arrow, sorry, it's the selection arrow or the black arrow. If you drag and select all of your lines, make sure everything's connected. If you have a gap, it won't color. We're going to now, instead of clicking on the shape builder tool, click the live paint bucket tool, and all you do is click. And now we see as we ghost the paint bucket tool around, all these areas highlight red. That means we can color those areas. So all we got to do is we have to click off first, because if I just choose a color right now, it might change everything. Oh, maybe it won't. Okay, well, I'm a lucky duck. So all you need to do is double click on your fill and pick whatever colors you want, and you can just color this line art you just made. So I could go off my image and give her kind of the red hair or the kind of, she's got this like purplish red hair. Could do that if I wanted, or I can make it up. It doesn't matter. Um, but yeah, it's like a super kind of slim way to make art and to make vector art. What's cool is if I wanted to, I'm going to quickly kind of give her some color here and here. Um, I'm going to say she has stockings here. But what I was going to say is, so we learned in the previous assignment how to make patterns, right? So let me see if I have any patterns I can use for this kind of demo. I don't think I do. I think I'll make a quick pattern. I'm going to grab a little circle, and I'm just going to make a few little dots. And I'm just going to grab them, and I'm going to go to Object, Pattern, Make. Oh, why is it not letting me grab it? Object, Pattern, Make. There we go. Cool. Click OK. Showing the pattern it's making. So I can move this stuff around if I wanted. I'm just going to get it to a point I want. I'm kind of being lazy with this. Okay, I'm going to make it even smaller because I'm trying to make it look like, I don't know, some kind of tight pattern or something. You know what? We're gonna call this good. This is it. This is good. Or this is good. Cool. I'm gonna just call it shirt pattern and go done. Cool. So that's a pattern now. So let's say I want to put this pattern on this top shirt. I know it's a mesh in this picture, but I'm just going to say it's a top shirt. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to go back to where my live paint bucket is, and I'm going to click on the live paint selection tool. This allows me to click on an area that is supposed to be painted. So I clicked here on this first arm. I'm going to hold down Shift to click on the other two parts of this shirt. And then all I need to do is click on my shirt pattern. Perfect. Just filled it in with the shirt pattern. And what's great is I can always go back and edit this pattern. So I could go to Object, Pattern, Edit Pattern, and here it is again. So if I didn't like it for some reason, yeah, like maybe it's probably better just to do it with one dot, I guess, rather than like four, whatever I was doing. There we go. And maybe I want it to be a different color. I'm gonna actually keep it black. So it's like polka dots. Click done. And there we go. It auto updates. That looks way better. There we go. Um, so options, right? You can do different things. You can add patterns to things. I'm gonna go ahead and click back on just regular black, a black color. Ooh. So I'm gonna click back over here. There we go. Let's grab a black. Perfect. I'm gonna fill in the hat. I might put like the middle part of the skirt, kind of a deeper black. There we go. Shoes. There we go. And maybe her tights, I'll make like orange or something. There we go. And I can always use my eyedropper tool, which I is the shortcut, to click on a color. If I want to use that color again, it loads it back up into the swatch. There we go. Okay. So here I've made a little vector art witch. Okay. So again, that's all just using the shape builder tool, the live paint bucket, and the live paint selection tool after you've created line art with your pen tool. Okay. All right. Good luck.